Okay, that's that. What can I say? That's that. That's that. All right, let's see how it sounds. Let's see how it sounds. All right, it sounds all right. Okay, all right, we're back to this again. Um, of course, we're starting out by ourselves today. We're on chapter one. So, okay, so um, yesterday, we went over chapter one. Well, introduction, which was getting started with the with was an introduction, introducing the group. I mean the ugh, I cannot speak today. Sorry. So we got introduced to the book and we installed VirtualBox, um, the Oracle VirtualBox manager for our virtual machines. Um, and then we installed Kali Linux on it. Although we kind of failed, I was able to install it again after the stream. But today we're going to do chapter one, starting with chapter one, and try to do whatever that's in this chapter. All right, okay, which shouldn't be much, but we should be able to get something out of the chapter one. First of all, let's go and read the summary for the chapter. Okay, so for chapter one, um, get used to file system and terminal, and give you some basic commands. So after I did it by myself, um, I installed it kind of wrong. Instead of the GU system or GU Kali, I have the terminal Kali. So CLI Kali. So yeah, it's probably gonna look different. It's probably going to look a lot different, but right now we're still just in the terminal. So I really do hope that, yeah, because like with Linux and what's this thing called? We're gonna have problem with Synaptic Package Manager later on. Um, Using GUPs install a new version of Kali no longer includes the GUI based software installation tool, but you can always install one with apt-get command, get to command GUI installation. Let's install Synaptic and use it to install a Snort package. Oh, I didn't know we could do that, but yeah. So just hop over the book and see if we are gonna be using any tool that needs to have a GUI interface, and this looks like we should be able not to. I mean, we should like kind of be free from that for at least for now. Maybe until when we get to later pages, but um later chapters. So let's start with chapter one, which I started with that show. So apologize for that. All right, I created my admin credential right over here. Let me show that. So this is what it looks like right now. So I got my admin login and everything. So let's do that real quick. Oh shoot. Well, I hope y'all forget about what y'all just saw. And there we go. We are in Kali Linux. I was so proud last time that I was able to do this. I just y'all were not there to see it, but I was kind of proud once we were able to get to that level. So now we're just gonna read the chapter one. I'm not gonna read all of these because I already read them, but hey, let's go. All right, so we're gonna let's read this again. Just terms that and concepts that you should be that you should understand. I don't know I don't know if this is how it's supposed to look like. Going up, going down. All right. All right. Binaries. The term refers to file that can be executed. Um, Similar to executables in Windows, binaries generally reside in the user slash bin or user slash sbin directory and include utilities such as ps, cat, ls, and ifconfig. We'll touch on all of four of these in this chapter, as well as applications that such as the wireless hacking tool air cracking and intrusion detection system IDS snort. Okay, give me one moment, please. Okay, so from what I remember, we can use the P. Oh shoot, wrong screen. We use the PWD to see which path we are on, which is on the home path. We are on the home path right now, and CD root. Shit, I forgot how I do that. What do I do? Do I just click root? Nope. Okay, we're gonna read the book and see what I gotta do. Okay. All right. So so one thing about Linux that's kind of different from um what's it from Windows is that it's CAN sensitive. So unlike Windows, the Linux file system is CAN sensitive. All right, this means that desktop is different from desktop, which is different from desktop. Each of these would represent a different file or directory name. Many people coming from a Windows environment can find this frustrating. If you get to this error message, file or directory not found, and you are sure the file directory exists, you probably need to check your case. Yeah, so desktop with the capital D is different from desktop. That's just I mean minimized, you know. So there's a difference in there, and even like if any letter is capitalized or lowercase, it gotta match whenever you know, let's say like you're looking for the file. Directory. This is the same as a folder in Windows. A directory provides a way of organizing files, usually in a hierarchical manner. Home. Each user has their own slash home directory, and this is generally where files you create will be saved by default. Kali. Kali Linux is a distribution of Linux specifically designed for penetration tests. It has hundreds of tools pre-installed, saving you the hours it will take to download and install them yourself. I will be using the latest version of Kali at the time of the writing, which was Kali 2018. Root, likely nearly every operating system, Linux has an administrator or super user account designed for use by a trusted person who can do nearly anything on the system. This would include such things as reconfiguring the system, adding users, and changing passwords. In Linux, the account is called root. As a hacker open tester, you will often use the root account to give yourself control over the system. In fact, many hackers tools require that you use the root account. So that's your admin account, which is really important. But I made a mistake. I made a mistake while, creating my account. I did create the user root, but and then I created also another account, which just I was like, okay, I'm not gonna, waste a long time. I'm just gonna pick up a name and just put the name under that account or whatever it is. But for some reasons, it has like admin access, and I did not expect that. So it is what it is. I'll probably configure that, which is gonna be a lot, but which would be really nice because all I have right now is just CLI. You know, There's no click here, there's no click there, so it's just me and on the keyboard. All right, script. This is a series of commands run in an interpretive environment that converts each line to source code. Many hacking tools are simply scripts. Scripts can be run with Bash interpreter or any of the other scripting language interpreters, such as Python, Perl, or Ruby. Python is currently the most popular interpreter among hackers. Shell. This is an environment and interpreter for running commands in Linux. This most widely used shell is Bash, which stands for Born Against Shell. But other popular shells include the C shell, Z shell. I will be using the Bash shell exclusively in this terminal. This is command line interface. With those basics behind us, we'll attempt to methodically develop the essential Linux skill you need to become a hacker, penetration tester, blah blah blah. All right, the cool of Lucky. Hey, what is that? A tour of Kali. What is cool and Likey come from? It is what it is. Anyways, once you start Likey, you'll be greeted with a login screen as shown in figure. We do not have that, okay? Cause we have the CLI, so we don't got that, unfortunately. Unfortunately, we do not have that. Okay, you should not have extra Kali desktop, not desktop, but I got access to it. Quickly to a most basic subject of the terminal interface and file structure. The terminal. First step in using Kali is to open terminal, which is command line interface we'll use in this book. In Kali Linux, you'll find the icon for terminal along of the left of the desktop. Click on the icon, open it. We already in the terminal, so we good. All right, this terminal opens the command line environment known as the shell, which enables you to run commands on the underlying operating system and write scripts. Although Linux has many different shell environments, the most popular is Bash shell, which is also the default shell in Kali and many other Linux distributions. To change your password, you can use the command passwd. All right, let's see about that. Let me put this right over here. All right. Okay, so passwd, that is to change the password. All right, got put in the current password. Okay, and now a new password. All right. All right. All right. Successfully password updated successfully. So we changed our password. That's nice. All right. The Linux file system. The Linux file system structure is somewhat different from that of Windows. Linux doesn't have a physical drive such as the C drive at the base of the file system, but uses a logical file system instead. At the very top of the file system structure is the forward slash. Okay, which is often referred to as the root of the file system, as if it were an upside down tree. Upside down tree. Well, I guess that's okay. Keep in mind that this is different from the root user. These terms may seem confusing at first, but becoming they'll become easier to differentiate once you get used to Linux. Okay, so over here, I don't know if y'all can see it really well, but yeah. So you got one of those. This this is the top, and that's the bottom. Okay, so it says we have slash root super user's home directory, and we got boot, which is slash boot, which is the kernel image. Now I don't know anything about the kernel, so I'll probably never touch that, but I can't say never because it's Pinterest. Whatever that word is in English, man. Hey, slash etc. I always say Xero, but system configuring files. R// home user directory slash mnt general purpose mount points. What's that? Okay, we have dash proc view of internal kernel data. This kernel's view of hardware. Oh, hold on. Can I do cd slash sys and then ls? Okay. Oh, by the way, ls just lists everything that's in the directory. Yeah, I learned that elsewhere. Anyways, okay. So we have accessibility, block, bus, class, dev, devices, firmware, fs. So what if I don't know how to open yet. So I all I know is just class, cd class. Just yeah, it's probably not a directory. But what do if I do class? Will it open class just because I said class? No. And if I remember correctly, this should take me back to the home. Yep. So when you do like CD and then the I forgot whatever the that thing is, it takes you back home. So you don't have to do like I don't know CD dash home. Let's see. But I'm already home though, so let's see what it's gonna do. Yeah, I'm already there. Oh, I didn't do it right. CD dash home. I'm already home, which is basically the same thing as this guy. So, all right, okay, it's not the same thing. Probably not the same thing. Let me not make that mistake. Let's see if the book is going to tell us that. The root of the file system is at top of the tree, and following our most important subdirectories to know. Slash root, the home directory of all powerful root user. Okay, let me see if I have that on here. I probably do not because I'm not an admin user. Well, that's nice to know. I know how to do admin, but I forgot, so it is what it is. Does etc generally contain the Linux configuration files that control when and how programs start up. That's nice to know. We're probably gonna be like doing a lot of gonna be working a lot in that. ls. All right, it shows you all the files. Okay, I don't know how to open files yet, so I don't know if I'll be able to do anything really. I don't know what the purple ones are. I don't know what they're purple and the white one and the blue one, the green one. So like, hey, okay, all right. Slash home users home directory where other file systems are attached. Oh, also by the way, let's say if you're in the etc file and you try to like I don't know open the home file. Oh, it works. I thought it shouldn't. Well, I did cd slash home, so maybe I was wrong. But what I was trying to say is like you cannot open something else if you're in like if you're in this route, if you're in this tree, you cannot open something else outside of that tree. That's what I thought, but maybe I was wrong. But then maybe I don't understand what cd does. You know, he didn't specify in here. Let me not, put words in his mouth, but maybe it was in the introduction and I missed it. But anyways, slash media where CDs and USB devices are usually attached or mounted to the file system. Okay, what's it? Slash media. CLS, CD-ROM and CD-ROM. Okay, CD slash CD-ROM. CD no such file or directory. It's probably like an app or something I'm supposed to open. Where slash bin is where application binaries, the equivalent of executables in Microsoft Windows applications. Oh, slash bin ls. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, I guess that's all the thing that it needs to open. And now one problem I got with Linux, right? It's like how do I move up? Like this whole list over here, this list over here, like this whole list, how do I move up and down? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if this is everything. I don't know if it's showing everything. So like, how do I move up and down without using my mouse? That's a question I've had ever since I started using Linux, and that's been years, like probably 1 or 2. But I have that question a lot. Okay, but lib is where you find library shared program that are similar to Windows DLLS. I don't know why they're like referring to Windows a lot. Well, I guess most people will be coming from Windows. I guess so. What can I say? Let me lower the opacity of this guy real quick so you can see what's behind. But that's what behind it. But that's what's behind it. That's the screen. I still want to read. All right. So we'll spend more time with these key directories throughout this book. Understanding these files, label directories is important to navigate through the file system from the command line. It's also important to note before you start that you should not log in as root when performing routine tasks, because anyone who hacks your system, yes, hackers sometimes get hacked. I mean, of course, when you're logged in as root, will immediately gain root privilege and thus own your system. Log in as a regular user when starting regular application, browsing the web, running tools like Wireshark, and so on. For the practice you'll do in this book, staying logged in as root should be fine. Okay, basic commands in Linux. Okay, to begin, let's look at some basic commands that will help you get up and running in Linux. All right, find yourself with the pwd. I like when you're working in graphical user interface environment like Windows or Mac OS, the command line in Linux does not always make it apparent which directory you're currently in. To navigate to a new directory, you usually need to know where you are currently, the present working directory or print working directory, command pwd. Oops, I forgot. pwd. That shows you like where you are. It says I'm in the bin. All right, binary. Okay, all right, enter, and that shows us where we are. In this case, Linux return /root, telling me I'm in a root users directory, and because you logged in as root when you start Linux, you should be in a root users directory too, which is one level below the top of the file structure. If you're in another directory, pw will return the directory name instead. Check your login with who am I. Who am I? All right. Oh shit, you don't tell me who am I. You are this user. Okay. All right. And if I privilege user, change password, change privilege, and so on. Obviously, you don't want just anyone. You want just anyone to have the ability to make such changes. You want someone who can be trusted and proper knowledge of the operating system. As a hacker, you usually need to have all those privileges to run the programs and commands you need. Many hacker tools won't work unless you have root privilege and you want to log in as root. If you've forgotten whether you're logged in as a root or another user, you can use the OMI command with. Oof, my gosh, sleepy. Okay, let's continue with the reading. Okay, who am I? We got that. If I have been logged in as another user on my personal account, who am I? Will I return my username instead? Here shown. Who am I? On the way, navigate the Linux file system. Okay. Navigating the file system from the terminal is an essential Linux skill. to get anything done, you need to be able to move around to find applications, files, and directory located in other directory. In a GUI-based system, you can visually see directions, but when you're using the command line interface, the structure is entirely text-based, and navigating the file means using some commands. Change directories with CD. Change directory. Okay. To change directory from terminal, use the change directory command. For example, here to change from etc directory to store config. Okay. CD etc. Okay. So now what he did was this slash, let's say, home. New, oh, that's new line. Bash syntax error, unexpected new line. Huh. So here said, for example, change directory to this prompt change routes at Kali that it is indicating that we are in etc directory. We can confirm this by, I mean, I'm already like there. I'm already in etc, so I guess maybe I don't have to use it like that. Like, okay, all right. To move up one level in the file structure toward the roots file structure or slash, we use CD followed by double dots as shown here. What? So like, okay, it looks a little bit different, but CD that. Ah, there we go. It takes us back to roots. It took us back to the root where it all started. So using the CD, that takes us back to the root. All right, that's good. Okay, this moves up one level from etc to the root directory, but you can move up as many levels as you need. Just use the same amount of double dots pairs as the number of levels you want to move. So you'll use the two dots to move up one level, two dots slash two dots to move up two levels. We use two dots slash two dots slash two dots to move up three level, and so on. Okay, so let's try something like CD dot dot, oh sorry, dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot. Where will that take us? Back to the root. I mean, we're already at the root, so where else can we go from there? Okay, all right. So for example, to move up two levels, enter the CD followed by two sets of double dots. All right, CD dot dot slash dot dot. That moves us up. So from the file system, the slash root, that's the highest. So if we can go down to CD slash lib, all right, and now we're in lib, right? So now we can do CD dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot slash dot dot. Okay, so from what I understand, that will take us from maybe lib to sbin slash users slash, oh hold on, sbin bin dev sys. Let's see, where will that take us? Took us back to the root. Am I doing something wrong? CD slash lib. Okay, so CD dot dot takes us back to the root. I mean to the root. Okay, maybe slash, let's say mnt. All right, so CD. No, it still takes us back to the root. I don't know if I did something wrong, but yeah, that's what it's doing. Okay, we'll spend more time with these key directories. Oh, sorry, I wasn't here. I was over here. You can move up. Okay, listing contents of a directory with ls. To see the contents of a directory, the files and subdirectories, we can use the ls list command. This is very similar to the dir command in Windows. So, all right, so here we can list it. That shows the bin, the dev, home, boot, cd, dot, dot, etc, entry. Oh, we got an image over here. Lost and found, MNT, proc, run, server, services, probably temporary. Huh. I wonder what's in this. Backup cache. Okay. 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 All right. I don't know what's in there, but all right. Okay. Um. Boots. Insert image. That old. Let's see what's in there. What is in it? RD dot image dot old dash entry to another directory. It's not a directory, so it's probably like a file. Can I open a file? Okay, let's see if that's gonna. Okay, look, this just lists the files and directories contained in the directory. You can also use this command on any particular directory, not just the one you are currently in, by listing the directory name after the command. Oh, really? So I can do like this, slash, let's see, var. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. So it's like I'm looking for some folder, right? Or directory, but I don't know where it is, so I can. Well, no, that's not good. That's not good. But anyways, I can see. Okay, I want to see what's in that folder. I want to see what's in the image folder that I have, or image directory that I have somewhere on here, and I can use that just to find it. That's so nice. That's so nice. That's so nice. In Windows, you have to go to File the Explorer and then find the folder. It's probably there are probably some shortcut, but who's gonna know that? I mean, the people who wants to know, but yeah. ls slash mgt. Shoot, I forgot what his name was. mgn. Shoot. Slash var. ls slash var. Pa. There we go. Now I don't know why these are highlighted greens, but if somebody is able to help me, I don't mind getting help. But all right, let's go to the next one. All right. To get more information about the files in directory, such as their permissions, owner size, and when they were last modified, you can add the -ls switch after ls. The L stands for long. This is often referred to as long listing. Let's try it. Let's try it here. Okay, so we can let's go. Let's see the slash var. Okay, and then let's do ls-l. Okay, so a total of 40. So this is like showing us when the last time somebody opened it, or sometimes it was the last time that it was used. Okay, let's see if they have any explanations. Oh, I think I remember this from the class that I had. Dash R, that's probably, that's right. That's the read. W, that's the write. There's also A. I forgot what it was. But yeah, I don't know if they're going to, provide the explanation for this. But last this thing was written or touched or opened or whatever, it was like, October when we last probably like installed it, which was yesterday. But also it also has like the dates of when it was last updated from the from the developers or whatever they're called. All right, so as you can see, the ls-l provides us with significantly more information, such as whether an object is a file or a directory. Oh, the number of links, the owner, the group, its size, when it was created or modified in its name. I typically add the ls switch whenever doing a listing in Linux, but to each their own. We'll talk more about ls/start in chapter 5. Okay, that's nice. Some files in Linux are hidden and won't be revealed by significant ls or ls commands. To show the hidden files, add a lowercase dash a switch like so. Okay, so ls dash a. So those are the, I guess, that updated. I don't think we had the that updated. I think that one was, I think that was the one that was what's it called, hidden. Um, Although I don't know how to. Okay, what if we do this right? ls dot l dot a. So we know the one that was hidden. So we also list the one that was hidden, but I mean we list the list with C who was opening. I mean, if it's been opened or if he has been touched. I mean, if he has been interacted with. But it also shows us the thing that was hidden, the folders that were hidden. So, hey, we're learning. All right, ls dash a dash l. Will that work? Okay, either way it does. All right, that's cool. That's nice to know. Okay, next. Okay, if you are seeing file, expect to see the worthy trying ls with the flag when using. Oh, we don't have to do dash a dash l. We can just do dash la. Oh no. Okay, I guess it's nice to learn, the easiest way to do stuff. Okay, okay. I was doing too much. All right. Learning is fun. Learning is fun. So you can, instead of LA. Okay. Broccoli. Focus. Nearly every command application or utility has a dedicated help file in Linux that provides guidance for its use. For instance, if I needed help using the best wireless cracking tool, air cracking, I would simply type the air cracking command followed by slash help. Okay. Let's see. So let's return back to home. That's what it does. That's how it does it pretty quickly. So let's see, like, air crack in dash help. Okay, so I didn't put in the R. Okay, when I find for the run, bro, I put in T, not R. That's interesting. Oh, there we go. But I still got the same problem. I can't go up. Okay. All right. How about if we go to, like, just here, What if we don't help? Show me. Oh, do I? Oh, it looks like I probably have to, like, open something. Ooh. Okay. All right. That's that. No, the double dash, the convention in Linux is used as double dash before word option such as help, a single dash before single letter options such as dash H when you enter. Okay, so let's do the air cracking thing again. Dash one dash H. Oh, no file to air crack specified. Was that like? So when you enter the one dash slash ace, H. You see a short description of the tool and guidance on how to use it. In some case, you can use either dash H or dash question mark to get help in the file. For instance, if I needed to get help with hackers best port scanning tool run map, I will enter the following. All right, so n map dash H. Oh shoosh, that's a lot though. That's a lot. Alt up, I don't know, control up. Still, I do not know how to navigate here, man. Like, it's still hard for me. Okay, so scan delay, min ray, firewall, invasion and spoofing, dash D, whatever to this, dash, no, C output, and it's summary for options. Oh, okay, so it's not straightforward. So not every application supports the dash help or dash H or dash question mark. So I guess you just have to see, you just have to test for every application that you're going to use. Reference menu page with man. Okay, in addition to the help switch, most commands and applications have a menu slash main page with more information such as description and synopsis of the command or application. You can view a man page by simply typing man before the command, utility, or application. To see the man page for air cracking, for example, you will enter the following. Okay. Name air cracking, blah blah blah. Synopsis. What is a synopsis? Synopsis. Synopsis. I don't know. It can recover the web key once enough encrypted packet have been captured within air dump in this part of the air cracking to determine the web key using two fundamental methods. Okay. Oh, I'm sleepy like crazy. Input file, capture files. All right. So that's just the menu. This opens the menu for air cracking, providing you with more detailed information than the help screen. You can scroll through this menu file using the enter key or the page up and page down using the page down page key. Specifically, you can use the arrow keys to exit simply. Hold up, man. Okay, so think I can use the inner, oh sorry, inner key to go down. Oh, but how do I use the page up? Look up. Oh, that's nice. Page up, page down. Oh shoot! Those are my questions. Hey, see, that's why you read. All right. So got the page up, page down, slash end, and it takes you to the end, right? Yeah, it does. All right. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. It's good that I know. You know. I could also use inner to go up and down. Oh, that's a long page. Low key. All right, and then Q to get out of there. All right, that's good. Okay, let's go. What's next? Okay, so finding stuff. Until you become familiar with Linux, it can be frustrating. Yeah, to find your way around. But knowledge of few basic commands and techniques will go a long way forward, making the command line much friendlier. The following command helps you locate things from the terminal. That's so nice, man. It's one of the reasons why, like, I'm stuck using the um, what's it called? Using the normal desktop version of Ubuntu or whatever. Let's see. Searching with locate. Okay. Oh, I'm live. I'm live. I'm live right now. Oh, I got somebody watching. That's nice. I don't know. I'm kind of, learning it as I'm going on. I don't know how much of a good job I'm doing right now, but honestly, not a good job. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just running it live. I haven't found time to sit down and record a video. That's gonna take a long time, and I don't got the time to edit. So I'd rather just go live. Oh, I am fresh. I mean, I have experience, but it's not with Linux. So I'm trying to get into Linux and get that experience. But I do not have experience. I know the basics. I mean, not the basics of Linux, CLI, but I know the basics of Windows. You know, as a I work like as a tech, so I do mostly Windows, but I want to know Linux too. So that's what I'm here to do this. Learn the basic of it. Yeah. Oh man, I think you're the only guy over here. So, that's nice. That's nice. That's nice. Yeah, it's really nice knowing that there's also someone else, going through this. But I decided to like pick this one up. Oh yeah, for me, this it's the same reason too. It's the same reason I'm working toward that. So I thought of, what? Let me just, get the experience, in the door, open the door first, but and then start teaching myself because, I'm probably gonna learn much better if I just teach myself and do some things and start to understand it. I tried school, but it's not for everyone, I guess. But yeah, I'm also doing it for cybersecurity in the future. Like that's the main goal. But right now we're doing basic IT. But what do you do right now? Do you like are you in school or are you working? Oh, oh, that's cool. I mean, it's cool that you're doing those type of exercises. Um, it's really nice that you're doing that. I don't know, were you able to do it? Oh, okay. Hope you find I hope you find a way. I hope you find a way. Um, but let me read a little bit of what's Nmap for. Oh, I think I've used White Shark. I don't know. Have you used White Shark? Visual for network mapper is designed to explore network identify devices, detect open ports, discover running on hosts, access network vulnerabilities. Okay. Oh, looks like it's something I should probably know, but I probably do. I don't know. I was in school, so like I had a class for all these, imagine. But sometimes if you don't use things that you learn, they just go like they go away, like you forget all of them. But yeah, like I had a what's it called? Like a intro to networking, but like it had like some part of like CCNA testing, like on the you know I was working with what is it called again? Like Cisco Packet Tracer and stuff like that. Like I was, learning on there, learning some tools and commands and this and there, but you know, not something that I was using a lot at work, so I forgot everything eventually. But here, we're now back here, so we can learn it again and start using it this time. But yeah, good luck with your classes and everything. Um, I don't know if this is a personal question, but like you got to go with those classes. Yeah, best of luck too. Best of luck. Let's both try our best. All right, let's see. Okay, so we're learning about searching with locates. Probably the easiest command to use in log is locate, followed by keyword. I really appreciated that you wrote in the chat. I really appreciate it. I don't know how, so sometimes streaming, especially when you feel like you're by yourself, it's kind of bad. But when there's someone, it's kind of nice. But let's focus a little bit. So find this command will go through your entire file system and locate every occurrence of that word. To look for air cracking, for example, into the following. Are you sure it's for every, like, for that specific word? Okay, so locate. Okay, locate mother. Not pillow. Oh, slash p. Okay, I guess maybe. Let's see. Locate var. Where is? Why is this saying p locate? Okay. All right. Let's see. Um, locate air crack and not locare. Why is this thing no such file or directory? I feel like I downloaded this thing just wrong. I should probably off the live. I will trying to check everything, but I feel like I did something wrong. Air crack. Okay, maybe let's switch users. And I even forgot that command. Oh, okay, cd dash user. Okay, all right, and then let's locate. I mean, either either I don't have it, you know. Oh, there we go. Okay, so no. Okay, so it looks like. Hold on. Page up, page down. That ain't what I want. Okay, so it looks like no, but that's not how it's supposed to work. It's supposed to search through everything, but I have to first redirect to the user file system, and then use the locate to be able to locate it. But I don't think that's what it's supposed to be doing. I think that's not what it's supposed to be doing for real. But let's see. Um, all right, the locate command is not perfect. However, sometimes the results of locate can be overwhelming, giving you too much information. Also, oh no, is it too much information? What information? Okay, it's not any sensitive information. That's good. Okay, giving you too much information. Also, locate uses a database that is usually only updated once a day. So, if you just created a file a few minutes or a few hours ago, it might not appear in this list until the next day. It's worth knowing it's the disadvantages of these basic commands so you can better decide when best to use each one. Shit. Okay, finding binaries with where is. Okay, if you're looking for a binary file, you can use the where is command to locate it. This command returns not only the location of the binary but also its sources and main page if they are available. Okay, so I guess we can go to C. We can direct to bin. Okay, and then in bin we can use like where is. But what are we looking for? Let's see. Where is bin? Okay, bin is in the user local slash bin. So that's not what we're looking for, is it now? It ain't. All right. Finding where is next? Where is Eric Kraken? Okay, let's try that. So let's just cd back to home. All right, so let's see where is aircraft. Oh, it shows it. That's nice. Okay, so air cracking is in the user being is in user binary air cracking. User includes air cracking. User share main one air cracking. That's the manual. By the way, the dash m. That's man. That's the manual. Okay. All right. Nice to know. All right. In this case, where is return just the aircraft binaries and main page rather than every occurrence of the word air cracking. Much more efficient and illuminating, don't you think? I guess so. Yeah, I guess that is. All right. So finding binaries in the path variable with which. The which command is even more specific. It only returns the location of the binaries in path variable in Linux. We'll look more closely at the path variable in chapter 7, but for now it's sufficient to know that the path holds directories in which the operating system looks for the commands you execute at the command line. For example, when I enter air cracking on the command line, the operating system looks to the path variable to see in which directories I should look for air cracking. Okay. Okay, so you can say which air should aircraft in. So it's in the user binary air cracking. All right. Here was able to find a single binary file in the directory listed in the path variable. At minimum, these directories usually include slash user bin, but may include slash user slash sbin and maybe a few others. Alright, performing more powerful searches with find. The find command is the most powerful and flexible of the searching utilities. It is capable of beginning beginning your search in any designated directory and looking for a number of different parameters, including, of course, the file name, but also the date of creation or modification, the owner, the group, permission, the size, the blah 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 blah. Okay, so find directory option expression. What? Okay, so if I wanted to search for a file with the name Apache 2, an open source web server, starting in root directory, I will enter the following: find um what's the one? What's, okay, find dash what type f the name Apache 2. Ooh, look at that. All right. Okay, so got a bunch of permission deny, permission deny, permission deny, permission deny, permission deny, permission deny, permission. It looks like I'm not logging as a root admin, but that's okay. Okay. First I state the directory in which to start the search. In this case, then I specify which type of file to search for. In this case, for F, for an ordinary file. Last, I give the name of the file I'm searching for. In this case, Apache 2. Okay. So F, the lowercase f, that stands just for file. Okay. Didn't know that. All right. Mm, my results for this are shown as below. Okay. The find command started at the top of the file system root, went through every directory looking for Apache 2 in the file name, and then listed all the instances found. As you might imagine, a search that looks in every directory can be slow. One way to speed it up is to look only in directory where you would expect to find the files you need. In this case, we are looking for a configuration file, so we will start the search in the /etc directory, and Linux will only search as far as its subdirectories. Let's try this. Okay, so we will do find /etc slash no, not slash, dash type f, stand that's for file, dash name Apache 2. Okay, that's much better because the one above, like, it showed everything. Like, I mean, I guess because my PC is fast, so that's a little bit better, but it went fast. But with these, since it's in the etc folder or file name or file type or whatever it is called, it's just going to search for the file Apache 2 on that file name. Nice. All right. So the fine. Okay. All right. This much quicker search only found occurrences of Apache 2 in the etc directory, the directory, not file type, and the subdirectory. It's only important to note that unlike some other search commands, find displays only exact name matches. Okay, so it seems like there are some other, find. I mean, search commands. Well, we have search, I mean, not search, but we have which, where is, locate, and we have find. I'm sure there's probably pretty much more, but right now my brain is kind of fried, so I probably cannot think of any more. But file, okay. If the file Apache 2 has an extension such as Apache 2.config, the search will now find a match. We can remedy this limitation by using wildcards, which enables us to match multiple characters. Wildcards come in a few different forms: the star, dot, comma, question mark, and these guys. I don't know what they are. Okay. Um, Let me see if I can kind of like, you know, zoom it in, zoom it in. Okay, put it right over there, right there. Okay, so y'all, so my fellow hackers can see it better, so they can hack. Oh my gosh, these things is crazy. It's crazy, like it's really crazy. Okay, so Apache 2, blah blah. Okay, I'm sorry guys, but we are on page 12 of chapter 1, and I'm getting a little bit sleazy. What if that's a word? I don't know. But I'm getting sleepy, like real sleepy. Like I'm not remembering anything anymore, which is really bad. But um, we're halfway through chapter 1, so tomorrow or next week or whatever day it is, probably gonna go to chapter 2, and we're gonna finish chapter 1. I know this might be a little bit disappointing. No, it's not, but it could be. But I think that's all that I'm gonna do for today. The all that I'm gonna learn for today. I'm gonna try to install Kali again and see if I could install it with everything, cause I feel like I did not install it with everything. You know, I'm kind of thinking about not doing that because that's gonna take away the challenge. So never mind. I will not do that. Okay, I will not do that. I will leave it as it is so that I can do all these challenges, so I can go through all the hardships, because that's how you actually learn. You know. So yeah. So tomorrow or next week, I will try to go over finish chapter 1, and then we start chapter 2, and we go on from there. So I thank anyone who, you know, joined me on this live stream. I thank you, Aizu, for the chat, you know, for keeping me company for a little while. And thank you to anyone who's watching this after the live stream or in the future. 10 years from now, let's do it the Mr. Beast style or whatever. Never mind. But yeah, 10 years from now, let's see what I'll be doing. But yeah, this is not the start of it, but it's the start. All right, so I'm gonna see y'all next time. Uh, I don't got it outro yet. But anyways, see y'all. Keep on improving. Stack to Jenge. If you know what that means, let's build, let's create, let's do everything. All right, see y'all next time.